In this video, we will go through 5 things that you should keep in mind and avoid doing during your university studies. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If this is the first time we are meeting, my name is Oliver and I'm a master's student in economics at Aalto University in Finland. And on this channel, we talk about education and early career development, specifically here in Finland. So if you're new here, do consider subscribing. Before we jump into today's topic, let me thank Aalto University for also sponsoring this video. I've done both my bachelor's and master's degrees at Aalto University, and I really can't recommend enough that you apply to Aalto in the next application period. More information about studying at Aalto through the links in the description box below. So first things first, let's get the obvious stuff out of the way. Finnish universities have a zero tolerance for plagiarizing. That's it, end of story. Copying other people's work and presenting it as your own is perhaps the worst thing you can do in an academic environment. And not only can willful plagiarism get you kicked out of your respective school, but it can actually have long-term ramifications if this comes to light afterwards. Just one example was the hot water that one Finnish parliamentary representative got into after Finnish newspapers found out that parts of her master's thesis had been copied from other people's work. Even though no actions beyond a university inquiry was taken, this had a significant impact on her public image. So if you are looking to build a successful career, no matter if it entails being under public scrutiny or not, there's simply no room for this kind of academic misconduct. Believe me, it will bite you in the ass. Moving forwards, please try not to overburden yourself by going too fast and being too hard on yourself. I've spoken about this topic in multiple videos previously, and I will also keep talking about it in the future because I've personally gone through a really bad burnout and I really want you guys to avoid it. Anyways, just remember to give yourself some slack. Going for perfection is not always the right option, and you have to remember that your body needs rest in order for it to recover. During your studies, you will inevitably face situations where you simply don't have time to get everything perfect, and in those moments, I really hope that you remember these words. Done is better than perfect. Seriously, guys, if you burn out, you will not get anything done for a long period of time. This is much worse than getting an average grade from 1 or 2 courses because you simply didn't have the time to polish every single detail. Also, do keep in mind that chasing a perfect GPA might actually not even help you in the job market, but rather it could actually hurt you in the long run. This is a bit of a controversial topic, but I explain it in more detail in this video right here. So the third rule for university, don't be an asshole. Simply put, being a douche during your studies will do nothing more than burn bridges that you could use in the future. In a country as small as Finland, word of mouth moves extremely fast, and when you behave like an idiot, you will start building a reputation that will bite you in the butt on the road ahead. I've seen and heard too many cases where people behave like dumb high schoolers, and I've also witnessed people being bullied both in school and work. Rest assured, people see through that, and those idiots will and already have lost a lot of great career opportunities because of their behavior. Enough said. Next up, as I've already said in this video, please don't be the one student who goes through 3 or 5 years of his or her studies sitting in the library 24/7. There are so many reasons not to do this, but I'll just quickly highlight 2 of them. Number 1, any career path you end up taking has a social aspect to it. And being isolated from other people does not bode well for your future because it does not prepare you for the social situations that you will have to navigate during your career. I really recommend that you take part in different student activities, volunteer in student organizations or events, and just make a general effort to build relationships with other students. This will help you so much, especially when applying for a job in Finland as an international student, because not only is it the best way to learn the local culture and how people interact with each other in Finland, in general, building a professional network is good for your future career prospects. So the second reason for not spending all day every day in the library is the unfortunate fact that you usually don't make that many friends by sitting alone quiet in the library. Not only, as I just mentioned, is growing one's network useful when you are looking for a job, but also what good does an education bring you if you aren't able to build relationships and especially friendships during the 3 or 5 years you spend in school? Anyways, jumping to the fifth and the last tip on this list, which is not to underestimate the value of work and volunteer experience that can be gathered during one's studies. So while you might think that running through your school and graduating ahead of schedule looks good in your CV, this might actually not be true if, and this is an if, you have not also gathered either work or volunteer experience during your studies. So when recruiting new talents in Finland, most employers are not only looking at your grades and school performance, but they also want to see prior work experience. Having graduated without any experience is a really big red flag for many recruiters, and when they put you on the same line with other applicants who maybe might not have as high grades as you, or who have graduated just a bit later compared to you, but who do have prior work experience, for example, in the form of summer jobs or internships, these applicants are usually better positioned to get that job. So I know a bunch of people who basically rushed through their studies as fast as possible, and they didn't, for example, volunteer in student organizations, nor did they gather work experience because they always prioritized summer courses and summer school over applying for a summer job. After graduation, many of these people really struggled getting their first jobs because they were always competing for those positions against these people who did have that crucial work experience. So this is a really complicated topic, and I know that I'm simplifying this issue a lot in this video. However, starting in autumn, I will start talking more about jobs for students and graduates in Finland, including applying for work and how the Finnish job market functions in general. So if you are interested in those topics, do make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. Cool, so these were just 5 of many things that you should avoid during your university studies. Again, as always, I simply don't have the time to touch on every important topic in such a short video, and these were just some mistakes that I've seen happen during my studies, but perhaps we can get back to this topic in future videos as well. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, do give it a thumbs up and maybe share it with a friend who might also be interested in the topic. If you did not like what I had to say, the thumbs down button works as well. Also, if you have anything to ask about this or any other topic related to studying or working in Finland, do write them down in the comment section down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.